Welcome back, ladies and gents. At the end of the last episode, when I stopped, I was right down the road from the hunter. And again, I forgot that I had to come back here to save because this sleeping bag will literally only let you sleep. It says hold to sleep and slave. But the problem is, unless it's 2100 at night, it doesn't actually go to the next day. So I would have to lay here until it got 2100 at night. And it was just easier for me to come back here and save the game here. I didn't realize, I thought you could actually save the game anywhere, but you can save the game, I suppose. It does say saving in the top right-hand corner. But I just didn't like it. Or maybe I didn't realize that's what it was and I got frustrated. All right, at any rate, I said in the beginning of this video, or the end of the last video, that I was going to go to the old fella on the porch near the pond and see what missions he had. But it's late in the day. It's 1847, so let me check the bees. If they're at 100%, I will harvest the honey. 100. 100. Yeah, well, these are not quite there. But you know what? I'm going to harvest it all anyway. And that way everything will be on the same cycle, if you will. Ooh, I didn't realize I was standing on top of that. Let's get these harvested and out of the way. Now, I'm not sure. Obviously, they're not going to be exactly the same because it takes time to take them out and put them in, and I don't know the time frame the game runs at. Is it 10 times, 20 times, whatever. So while I'm working on one, the rest of them are going to continue growing. See, these have already gone to 68, and they were at 67 just a minute ago. That one's already to 70. All right, 7.0 is where it's going to stop at. I think I got the right location to do all of this. Oh, that closest one there is not gonna make it. There we go. I need to move it, but let me close these because I keep standing on this and that's not ideal. Let me just put this right here. There we go. This may be better. It's amazing that little smoke. Oops. Open. I gotta drop that in order to. How come I'm not? Stop. Whoo, man, I screwed that up. All right. Well, anyway, I'll continue with these last two, and make them down to 2% also. Let's put this in the vehicle. Let me drop this tailgate. Yeah, see, these have already gone from 2 to 5% as I'm standing here. I think this will go to 6.5. I don't recall. Yeah, 6.5. All right. Get in there. Oh. Joe. Somebody just messaged me a comment on my YouTube, and I think it's the fella. Well, I don't know if it's a fella or female about the Red Dead Redemption 2, and if you happen to be watching this, I apologize, but I'm in the middle of recording this, so I'm not going to be able to respond as quickly as I have been. Well, I'm not in the middle. I've just started recording this. Oh, I got to learn to stop pressing the wrong buttons also. Looks like we're going to get at least 3 full jugs here. Honey barrels. Just with 4 beehives. And the 4th one not even being full. Although he's getting up there. Well, let's stop at 6 now, I believe. Yeah, 6. All right. And lastly, looks like we're going to get a little bit in the last one also. Now, I have read some people having issues with the honey, but I've never had issues with it. It always works properly for me. This is 4.5 or just 4? 4 because those were not full. Okay. Now it's nighttime. You know, those are 4%. It seems like they should have gone a little more, but that's all right. Really not that important. Is that all of them? Yeah. Okay, we're going to leave that there because it's not full. Now, let's see. This was at 2%, and the time it took me to do 4 of these, let's see. Look, it went to 16 from 2. Excellent. Actually, I probably should. No, we'll wait until tomorrow. Put that down and turn it off. 2100, so I can sleep through the night now. Let's do that. And those were at 16%. Let's see what they're going to be in the morning. That's not what yeah, that is what I wanted to do. All right. Let's take a gander and see if they went for what they went to. 16 to what? I need the smoker. I don't think ahead sometimes, do I? All right, 18. So only 2% overnight. But I think that's going to be enough to fill that. Let's go ahead and fill this while I'm here and I'm heading in that direction. Because I doubt that I'll get back to this directly. I think they'll all still get back up to 100%. Because I'm going to go try to do the mission from the... I guess based on the way he's dressed, I'd call him a rancher. And then if I do that successfully, I'm going to go to the female on the porch. And those generally go to 2%, but now they're only going to 4%. Maybe when they're so low, they just don't completely... Doesn't spin all the honey off of them. See, these are at 0, though. Interesting. Did I get any out of that? Maybe I don't want to go to 0. We'll see how that pans out. Because they have been going down to only 2. And maybe 0 is not a good thing. Maybe you have to leave some comb in there in order for the for the bees to want to use the frame. But we'll see. I'm going to find out the next time I check these if they indeed go up. I don't know why. Where did that come from? How do I have an extra one? Hang on, that's 18%. 0. Did I not? put them all in here? Oh, I did not. Can't get my act together for some reason. All right. This is at 5.3. We're going to get any more out? Yeah, we're going to get a little bit out of that. If I can just get to 7.5, I can take this. Yeah, it is interesting that previously, the whole time I've been filming this, since the beginning, they've always gone down to 2%. But notice the 3 and 4% here now. And I'm wondering, now it's got me thinking that I believe in the past I've always done full 100% frames. And maybe it's a percentage. Maybe it takes 98% of the honey out of the combs. And when they're less than 100%, you're not going to get down to 2. That's just a guess on my part. Maybe the game code is to take 98% of the honey. I don't feel like doing any math right now. But these are 17%. Let's see what they go to. I'm only going to get 7.3, it looks like. I just need 0.2 more. All right, 2 and 3. Well, maybe they want that theory. Imagine, there's no doubt in my mind, I know how gamers are, there's no doubt in my mind I could go to a wiki or someplace online and it would give me the amount of honey that's produced per tick, you know, and that sort of thing, and I don't, it's not really what I'm looking for. 18%. These are good. I bet I can get that last 2% here. So that we've got 4 full honey barrels, which would be $1,200. And I did mention in I think it was the last video, that I may be done cutting down trees except when I need to clear land. I'm not going to cut them down just for wood because I can buy the wood. There we go. The income from the honey will cover some wood. I don't know how much. We'll see. But I will eventually build something. I think I'm probably going to start with a house. One of the houses that is available to build. I think there's 4 of them. All right. Let's close this. Take this last honey barrel. Turn that off. Put that in the vehicle because who knows, I might see a beehive as I'm driving around to the store. It's morning time, so let me check in here. I remember planting one of everything. I wanted to make sure there's one of, see these needs, see that bottom line right there where my cursor is? That means that they are, well, they're ready to harvest. I was going to say that that bottom gray line means they're infected with the plant disease. But let me just go ahead and harvest them. All right, we'll harvest that. And I'm going to put everything. I'm going to take everything at once. So I've got another melon there. I've got a screenshot of the prices for everything all in one location. All right, this thing here, these strawberries could use a little medicine. So let's put a little medicine on them. Well, I could just harvest them. I guess I'll just harvest them. What's in here? 8 strawberries already in there. Okay, let's just harvest the strawberries. Excellent. We'll put them in there. And harvest again. That's 2. 3. 4. I was pretty sure that it used to be you just harvest once and it gave you 4. Now you have to I think I've only done this one time before, but it seems like you would just press harvest and you'd get 4 of them. But now you have to do each one individually, apparently. I guess there was an update and I wasn't paying attention. Is that correct? If I'm incorrect, please let me know in the comments. But you saw I had to physically harvest that 4 times there. It didn't just give me everything all at once. All right, and the tomatoes are ready. I'm glad I checked this. No, it wasn't tomato. What was it? Something here was ready. Okay, the bell peppers. All right, 1. That's not what I want to do. 2. All right, so that gave me 2. That thing is still floating in. Did you see that? I didn't see that. You didn't see that either. Okay. 5 bell peppers. They gave me 5 bell peppers, even though I physically harvested twice. All right, so nothing needs medicine, and of course water is automatically taken care of. Strawberry pumpkin. We've got strawberries and pumpkin. Watermelon. Another pumpkin. Tomato. Do I have tomatoes? No tomatoes yet. They're at 75%. I'm sorry, they're at 75.83%. Bell peppers, we just got 5 of those. And grapes are the last thing that'll come through because they're so slow to grow. All right. Again, I'm going to wait till everything is ready, which means I'm going to wait till the grapes are ready. I'm going to take, although I will take 1 watermelon and 1 pumpkin because I only need 1 for illustrative purposes. Assuming, there we go. I may not be able to get that pumpkin in there. Nope, I don't need to because I've only got 1 pumpkin there. All right, then. Oh, just got another message. We close this. Now we're heading to the sell point. Sell this honey. See, now that I've got this quote-unquote road here, I see exactly where to go every time. I can see this up green hill there. I don't have to guess. I swear I thought I saw a moose right up there. I've never seen anything other than wolves, foxes, bears, but for some reason I was just thinking I saw a moose. $1,200 for honey. Where I live, I mentioned, I think when I first started playing this, that when I was a child, I used to help a family member with honeybees, even though I'm allergic to them. But interestingly enough, when I was visiting recently, that 5 months I was gone, his son, his adult son, lives just down the road from us. And he's in the honey business also. Him and his son do honey. But where I live it's very rural, and it's just one of those, he has a stand by the side of the road with a box, and you stop by and you get honey, and you put money in the box. There's no one manning it. That's just how rural the area is where I live, where I grew up, still to this day. So it's what they call the honor system. All right, there's $1,207. Go put this stuff up. I don't know how much he's selling. He jars them and puts a label on them. And I don't know how much he sells them for because obviously I didn't buy any. My mother had about 8 jars in the cabinets. She has a tendency to, well, when she cooks for an army. And then once a week, the grandkids come around and the friends come around, and once a week she cooks for everybody, or not just her, but sometimes they bring food. But she just always has to have her cabinet stocked to the max with stuff. So what happens is she might have 3 bottles of ketchup in the cabinets, but when she's at the store, she'll buy another bottle of ketchup. I tell her she's a hoarder. She doesn't like that. And then inevitably, when I go there and I look through the cabinets, I'll find, at least 1 bottle of ketchup that's from 2 years past its expiration date. And there'll be 4 other bottles in there. The other 4 might be good because she bought them just within the last 6 months, but one of them will be in the back, out of date. All right, I think that's all I need to worry about. Also, I was reviewing the last video, and I realized Why don't I ever turn on the radio? This is music included with the game, and my channel's not monetized, so I don't see any issues. I'm not profiting from it, I'm not making any money whatsoever, not even a single penny. Also, I think I want to go in the town and then go by the hardware store and take a right to get to that fella's house. I actually like classical music, but let's see what else is available with Tab. Oh, the dude just pulled right out in front of me. This is for you Europeans if you're watching this. I understand disco's still popular over there. I think you still call nightclubs discotheques, right? Even though we kind of stopped using that term in the 70s. Let me tell you, disco was great back then. What else we got? This sounds like a soundtrack to an action movie. Mission Impossible. Oh, it gets louder when you get out of the vehicle. Amazing, isn't it? Oh, I can't. Let me turn that off while I talk to this fella. Trailer delivery. Is that the same thing that I did before? Hang on. Yep, big storm. All right, let's try this under construction. I want to see what it is. I think I can just click on it. I've decided to build a new barn. Could you bring me some planks, please? I'm going to decline. Let's see what this trailer delivery is. Could you pick up my fuel truck? I've already done that. Does it just repeat? And what else? Treasures of the ancients. Did you know that warriors from distant northern lands once traveled through our mountainous region? Now, wait a minute. I found a site once that looked like a Viking site, remember? There was a big sword there, it's like stuck in a stone, and then there was not a sarcophagus, but there was a body with, I think, some armor in it. Did you know that warriors from distant northern lands once traveled through our mountainous region? If you can find these 3 hidden treasures from the ancient warriors, then I will reward you generously. Actually, I am... I'm gonna accept. I'm not gonna go out of my way looking for that, but I figure as I'm driving around looking for bees, I might see some of this. And I think I might have already saw some of it, because I think I did find a grave where what I would call, I think I mentioned at the time it might be a Viking. That would be an ancient northern warrior, depending on how you define northern. Because if this is based on America, then you would consider he's talking about Canada. But I don't really think that's what he means. I think this is probably made by Europeans, and when they say northern, I think they mean Scandinavia, Norway, Sweden, that area. Denmark, maybe. So let's look. I don't remember where I saw that at. Let me stop moving. Where did I see that at? It was somewhere against the... I know it was at the edge of the map. So I guess I'll just run around the edge of the map looking for that. Well, I'm looking for beehives. It's a pretty intense weather system. I just want one more. I guess I should start saying I'm looking for bee nests, even though there are hives, and what you make is called a beehive. But you know what I'm talking about. I want to find some wild beehives to build my next and last beehive at the ranch. I tell you what, this weather also really, if I was to You remember, it may have been in the last video, a dagger. I just realized this is a dagger, a helmet, and a goblet, and I think I know where the helmet is. I think that's what was available at that one site. But what in the last video, I believe I drove by a tree, and on the back side of the tree was a beehive, and I would have missed it had I not heard it. And of course, this weather right now is overpowering, so I wouldn't be able to hear any bees buzzing right now if I passed them. So I need to look on the back side of these trees also. Although it is dying out, though, looks like the storm is over. You know what? This might be where that burial site was. It kind of looks familiar. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, what is this? Is this the... I think this might be the helmet. Although I'm surprised you don't have to get the sword. Yep. What do I do with it? Do I put it in the back of the vehicle? This ain't like the rabbit, is it? I gotta... Okay, I can put it in there. See, that's what we would call a Viking helmet. Now, it's a misconception that Vikings had horns on their helmets. That's just stupid and asinine. I guess Hollywood started that. They didn't have that. That right there is a better representation of what it would probably look like. I guess you cannot get the sword. Again, I think that's an Arthurian lead, the Excalibur in the stone, that type of thing. But I don't know why it's... I guess... I'm not even going to guess. I don't know why this is here when it's got nothing to do with this, with the quest. It seemed like I found a... There was another box somewhere I found. It was in a... It was against the walls, and it was a little wooded or treed area, but I don't remember what was in it. Like a chest. I remember finding a dark colored, like a brown chest, but I don't remember where I found that at. Maybe if I see the area, it'll come back to me, like just now, that when I saw that pathway. What is? Oh, that's the quest mark. When I saw that pathway, it refreshed my memory. Oh, this. I'm not getting through here, am I? Or am I? Let me look. Looks like I could probably go down there, but is it worthwhile? See that right there? That area right there looks like... I'm going to be stupid and see if I can drive. Can I get over there? If I go at speed? Yes. Yes. Okay. See, this looks like where there should be something, because this is a difficult... Well... It was easy to get here, but you know what I mean. It looks like it's an out-of-the-way location. I don't have eagle eye, though. I may even be able to go up here after I make sure there's no beehives here. Let's look up here. Can I get it? Come on. Yes, okay. Oh, and even up there. Looks like I can go further. I don't know how far I can go against the edge. But it looks like I should be able to go up here. We'll see. Again, making sure there's no beehives here. I don't see any. Let's see if I can get up here. Oh, this is a wide open area. Ought to be something right there on that. See that little ledge right there? I feel like I'm back in Red Dead looking for things. By the way, as I understand, this is a part 2. Not this, but Red Dead Redemption 2 is a sequel, but it's a pre-log, a pre-story. It sets up the actual game Red Dead Redemption. I just cannot... I will not be playing that because I have discovered... obviously, it's an old game. It's an older game. And the graphics are not really that good. And even though they've reissued it, I've read that the graphics are still terrible. And one thing I've discovered about my monitor, since it's a 4K monitor, anything really less than 1440p, and it looks just terrible. It looks grainy. I don't even watch stuff in 1080 because it doesn't look very good on this monitor. So I'm pretty sure I would not enjoy Red Dead Redemption, the original. So I will not be playing that. And it's kind of unfortunate because I don't know the outcome to all of this. I may one day look it up or watch some other YouTuber playing it, but I don't think I'm going to play it because it just... We'll see how this game plays out. If I feel like I need to know why this and that happened. Because right now I don't know anything about anything other than what I've seen in the game so far. So I don't have a clue what happens in Red Dead Redemption. No, see, I thought there would be something up here for sure. Let me walk up. Let me take out my gun and load it. Got to remember, weapons are not loaded by default. And we'll hold the pistol because I don't. You know, I have been beset by wolves before, and this is wild territory, if you will. Wait a minute, isn't this where I came to get the chicken? I think right down there is where I caught the chicken. Where are we at? Yeah, this is where I caught the chicken. All right. No. Let's move over here. Just look at this area before I head down or continue on. Look at these glowing also. But you had to be closer to them before they start glowing, like those 3 plants. I guess it was just a certain color in the game that a couple of plants are that they look like they're glowing. And I tell you what, I enjoy just riding around looking at things. I know it's boring to people watching, but one thing that I am definitely jonesing for, if you're old enough to understand that phrase, is that I would rather be riding my horse through, I don't know what the world is called in Red Dead Redemption 2. What is the world called there? You know, like in Bannerlord, that's Calradia. What is this called? I mean, what is the world in Red Dead Redemption 2 called? Is it just the U.S. West? More or less? Midwest? I don't know any. There's a place there called. I've been calling it Lemoyne because it's L-E. It looks like Lemon Yee, but I doubt Lemon Yee sounds more like an Asian name than an American name. So I've been calling it Lemoyne, thinking it may French because I'm saying it's French. It's apparently. I haven't discovered it yet, but there's a. Several references to it. I forgot what I was going to say, actually. I started off and then I went on a tangent about how to say Lemoyne, and I forgot what I was going to say. Oop, thought that was a bee. Is that mushrooms? No, it just looked like mushrooms. From this angle, it looked like. See, it looks like mushrooms right there growing. I don't think I can get up there anyway. I don't suppose you can. You see that crevice? Can you walk through there? No, it's an invisible wall. Okay. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. Ooh. Oh, by the way, no one ever commented about. That reminds me. I noticed something in the last video when I was reviewing it just before starting this video about 30 minutes ago. I wanted to come back here because I noticed something that I didn't catch in that video, and I just want to take a moment to take a gander at it. Look at this. That's the whole map right there. Can I get in first person view? Yeah, I got to hold V. That's everything on the map. Look at those distant mountains. Why is it getting so dark at 2 o'clock? Is it going to storm again? Man, I was hoping it would be bright and sunny, because when I saw it in that last video, it was bright and sunny and you can see everything clearly. You see, there's Bunny Ranch right there. That's the right where the cursor is in the middle of the screen is the greenhouse. Almost said outhouse. Is the greenhouse. There's the town. That right there is the hardware store. That right there is the general store. There's the car dealership and the... I think that's a realtor's, right? Realtor's office? I don't remember. And there's the right over... Well, there's that. I didn't even think. There's that glowing icon is where the old man is at. And then the woman is right there. The old lady on her porch is right there. So that's the entire map right before our eyes. I just wish it was bright and sunny. Anyway, I noticed that in the last video because it was very bright and very sunny. It was just a beautiful, picturesque view. And I wanted to come back and point that out. Whatever else is going on here, it's a pretty good looking game. I just don't know why it's so dark at 2 o'clock in the day. Alright, let's press on. I got that out of my system. Oh, let's go back this way. I guess it doesn't matter. You can't wreck. Oh, I hate this camera controls. I cannot look forward because the camera won't let me. No matter how I scroll, I cannot look forward. Isn't that some bull malarkey? I can't see where I'm going. I would have to go into first person, and I just don't do first person very well. Let me just keep going. I don't know where I'm going. Now I can look forward, thank goodness. That is so disorienting, the way that camera works. It's just a pain in the arse. Really, it is. It's like they're forcing you to use first person to be able to see where you're going, and I don't like any game that removes my options. Well, I don't like it when games remove my options. Let's put it that way. I guess there's many games that I play that I don't like pieces of it, but just leave options in. Don't force my camera to go to first person in order to be able to see anything properly. This also, I think, would be another location to have something you have to find. I might... Oh, no, I didn't mean to go... Okay, you can't jump. I didn't mean to go that far. That's first person for you. Am I going to be able to get back up here? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Did you see that transition? Speaking of transitions, I know I'm talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 while I'm playing this, but there's nothing... I mean, there's nothing going on right now, but someone made a comment that they've never seen those immediate transitions that I get in Red Dead Redemption 2 when it goes from bright to dark so quickly. And it may just be something to do with my particular system. So I thought maybe it's got something to do with the DLSS. I don't know if I'm running DLSS because that game was made long before DLSS existed. Maybe it just doesn't play nice with it. And obviously it's so old there's not any more... What is that? There's not any more updates to it, so I don't know that it's DLSS compatible, so I may give it a... I don't know that I'm running DLSS, but I'll look at it. When I first got that 4K card, that 4090, I just kind of just... Yeah, let's turn this on. Yeah, let's turn this on. I didn't really know what I'm doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. It's all fun and games. Literally. I don't see anything up here. I don't see any... There's obviously not any beehive. Oh, right there. Look at there. I was just going to say there's obviously not any beehives up here, and then there's one right in front of me. Very good. Very good. I can certainly hear them. There's no storm. I think I'm going to have to move... I might have to move that hat out of the way. All right, we're 1/5 of the way there. We're 20% to the 5th hive. No, I'll just plop this right here to be all right. Now it's bright. I was going to say now it's bright and sunny. I'll make sure I don't miss nothing to the left also. There's another one. %40 of the way to the next hive. This ought to be a mini game. The trying to get the exact pixel where these things will stack. Well, maybe it is meant to be a mini game. I don't know. I dislike it greatly. I can tell you that. Let's go up and to the left. Looks like I may be able to get up here. Now, I don't know where these artifacts are, or these treasures are, but I'm just assuming, just like almost every game I've ever made, that they're in out of the way, hard to find places. That's why I'm looking against the map edges. If I'm wrong, don't tell me. I'll figure it out eventually if I'm looking in the wrong areas. But that's just the same places I look for beehives, so I figure while I'm looking for beehives, I'll look for these things. Interestingly enough, how come I've got the helmet and it doesn't have a check mark next to it, now that I'm thinking about it? Why is that? Do you have to turn it in before it gets registered as being found? Maybe if I make a complete loop of the map, I'll stop by there and turn it in and see if that registers or updates. Because I would think once you found it, there would be a check mark there, and then once you found all of them and turn them in, then it would change to, completed. But maybe that's just me thinking based on every other game I've ever played in my life. When you find something, it should be checked, letting you know that you have the other items still to find. Maybe in this game it just works, for some asinine reason, it works differently. Now, I'm not going to check against the back of the bunny ranch because I've never found anything on the ranch. So we're just going to kind of cut through here and then go around the bunny ranch and hit the wall again. Meaning we're going to go around, just look through here, take a left, and then come over here and start working our way up towards the gas station. It's a good thing there's no damage in here. Well, it just caved in the front of my vehicle. That's a pretty sturdy looking tree right there. The fog moving in. 4 o'clock in the evening. Afternoon. I'll say afternoon. I consider evening at 6 p.m. Afternoon is 12:01 to 5:59, in my opinion. And when I'm talking to myself, that's all that matters. I hear bees rumbling, but it's just the ones in the back of the vehicle. Let's cut right through here. Don't want to get too far off to the right because I want to stay close to the edge. Closer to the edges of the map. And again, I don't think any of this stuff will be in the city center. But you never can tell. Maybe that's what the developers assume, that everybody's going to be looking out in the wilds for this stuff, and they plop it right there in that garage. I don't know. All right, this is the edge of the ranch. What is that? Have I ever noticed that before? Has that been there? It's just stuff growing through the road. It's a hex of scenery that somehow is wound up in the middle of the road. I think the game did update recently, and maybe that's recent because I have never noticed that before. And to be fair, it doesn't mean it wasn't there before. It just means I didn't notice it before. But it seems like there's been some kind of an update. Whether it's a small or a large one, I don't know. All right, let's go to the left-hand side where I said I was going to go. Oh, look there. I am glad I turned left. There's a beehive right in front of me. Also, this is the area. Let me check. This is Wolfville. Right there on that hill. They spawn often, it seems. So once I look around and make sure there's nothing there. Let's grab this beehive. Oh man, did I not turn on the smoker? Ha! What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Worried about wolves again. Not paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay. But again, that just confirms. Notice they didn't attack me until I tried to interact with them with the frame. So apparently if you're just wandering around, they won't bite you as long as you don't try to interact with them. Yeah, I know it's sting, not bite, but you know what I'm saying. All right, let's go left here because here's the gas station. And as it turns out, I do need fuel. Obviously, I have some in the jerry can. But it just turns out we're right here at the gas station. It's a little congested in here to be able to see properly. And there's the sun. The fog has burned off. Let's go over here. Oh, that vehicle just loves to go airborne no matter what. All right, let me just hit the gas station because I'm right on E. That is full. Don't have to worry with it. Press the right button. How much? It's almost all the way empty. So let's see how much it takes. So far, that it takes more to refill the jerry can than it does the $28. I think last time I filled the jerry can, it was $33. Okay, let's back up. Go back here because I think I saw. Can I get up there? I don't think. Let me look at that. I thought I could go up right there, but I'm not. That looks a little steep, so I might have to go up here and then cut back. Let's try it. Let's just go right up here. There we go. Anything up here? Nope. All right. But I don't know if I've ever noticed that camper down there before. Have I ever? Hang on. Actually, I'll run down there. That way I don't have to drive the car back up. I don't recall ever seeing that camper. I think if you're in the UK, you'd call that a caravan. There's nothing in there. It's empty. You cannot interact with this. Maybe I haven't come back to this side of the store, but the gas station before. Yeah, it's absolutely nothing inside there, not even any scenery. It's just an empty shell. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I couldn't see my vehicle. I wasn't sure where I'd parked it at, but it's right here. Okay. Pressing on. Getting about 5:45, so we need to... Well, maybe I'll test that sleeping bag. Maybe it'll let me sleep in the wild once it's 2100. Oh. Oh, there's that chest right there. There's that chest I was talking about. I don't remember what was in it. A goblet. A chalice. See, it should be an X mark. Let me look. I thought that thing was glowing or shimmering, but maybe it's just the way the game is rendering the reflections of the trees moving, the tree limbs moving. All right, that is the... Okay, the dagger is what I need to find now. I thought that when I got in the area it would trigger my memory where that was, but it didn't. I just happened to swing to the right and saw it. What is that? Is that a... Yeah, that's got to be a rock down there. I thought that was a beehive there, but it was just a single ray of the way the sun was hitting that one tree. By the way, why was that box open? Did I open it last time? And why was that... I keep wanting to say sarcophagus, but I'm really can't think of the name of it right now. But anyway, where that body was or where the helmet was, why was that open? Supposedly it's never been found, right? Why were they open already? That just looks like there should be something. Hang on. No. That just looks made. There should be something in there is the way it looks, right? What would cause that indention, you tell you? That has to be man-made. But there's nothing there. That's a shame. Because that really does look like there ought to be, I don't know, a chest or something in there. A little indention, a little shallow cave, you might even call that. Oh, I don't know. Can you get up there? No, I don't think so. And I don't want to go... Well, let's try it right here. Again, there's no damage. You just can't see until you get all the way down. So let's just go right down here. Riding the brake all the way down. All right, we're coming almost full circle. Here's where we started, right here. Oh, that's a big... Look at that. Whoa, fella, I didn't realize you... I thought you were going to run away. That surprised me when I swung around and he was standing right there. All right, it's 6:38. I'm gonna go around. There's no trees right there, so I'm gonna check these trees and then swing back. As we're in this area. $4,146. I remember we got $1,207 from the sale, but I didn't remember what the total was. I may not even have noticed it. Let's see what's up here now. We've checked these trees. I don't think you can go any any further than right here. Come on. Give me the camera back, please. Thank you. Well, so far, I mean, the helmet and the goblet were easy enough. I mean, there wasn't. I got to stop saying I mean. Gosh darn it. Another glowing plant, by the way. They wasn't particularly hidden. They were just out of the way. I wouldn't say they were hidden. And they were open. The casket is the word I'm looking for. The casket was open. You know, that there used to be a YouTuber I watched years ago that played Farming Simulator. Something named Casket. Casket was his name. I don't remember the... Casket something. Maybe Casket 360 or something like that. Anyway, he was a decent YouTuber to watch for Farming Simulator back years ago. I mean years ago, like 10 years ago, something like that, a decade ago. Hadn't even thought about him lately, and when I said Casket, it just popped into my mind. I remember always thinking that maybe he drives a hearse. Why else would you name yourself that? I don't know what he does. It's just what I thought. All right, let's go down here. I don't think I can get up. I remember the only thing down here is the campers, but I don't think I could ever get to the... I'm going to try. I'm going to go up right here and see if I can get up there. Yep. Okay. Looking for anything out of the ordinary. Go a little higher. Get up there, buddy. You can do it. There you go. All right. $19.21. It's going to be getting dark soon. And I'm going to try out that air mattress. Because you're not going to be able to... I'm not going to be able to... the lights in this game are just too bright. It actually makes it harder to see that versus... See, I can see better with the lights off. So I'm not going to even try to look for anything in the dark. Thought I saw something there to the right, but it was just a white rock. No beehives either. What? Let me just check this right here. That's just a dark spot. Okay. Didn't know if that was a cave or little alcove or something. That's as far as you can go in this direction. Let's head down. Riding the brake. And I'm going to look, even though there's no trees, nothing over here, I'm going to look for... Maybe there's a dagger over here. I don't know if you... I don't think you can get up there. And it seems like... Have I tested... Have I walked around these things? Oh, is that a save point, by the way? Yes. All right. Well, there you go. Boy. Oh, do I have a... Is there a light? Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got a headlight. I didn't know that. I just pressed L on the off chance it would be something. Again, though, you can't... When you're shining it on something, it's... All right, I can't go any further. All right, well... Let me try that again. I'm going to, oops, wrong button. I'm going to sleep the night through here at 2100. I think I got to wait till 2100. No, it's fine. All right, so it's morning time, and I'm going to stop the video here, and then the next one I'll continue from right here since I don't have to go back to hit the sleep tent. Until then, ciao.